Alright everyone, let's take a deep breath in, both feet flat on the floor, spine straight, and let's see if you can get it as straight as possible so that your base chakra is firmly rooted in the chair and can extend a straight line down into the ground. And while you're at it, I have found that the past few days I've needed to ground myself even more. So feel free to put your palm chakras face down to the floor and ground yourself in that way. And if your hands are on your lap, then let's keep them face up so that they are in receptive mode. What do you like here? Okay. All right. So just breathing in nice and deep. And exhaling all of the noise, all of the tension. Ensure that you are fully present. Invite your guides and your angels to join us. And get a feel for the energy of the room itself, for the structure of the community within which you are seated, as a physical presence and as an energetic presence that both contributes to and receives from you. And when you have fixed that energy flow between yourself and your community, both physically and energetically, expand it and see yourself as being one with the entire universe. See yourself being its center, and the entire universe with all of its cosmoses engaging in exactly that flow of giving and receiving, of energy flowing inward and outward from either self, both physically and energetically. Don't rush into it. Just breathe and relax. And if you need to, focus the flow from a particular chakra. Focus it from your heart center. Focus it from your crown. Wherever you are most comfortable. The important part is to establish that flow between you and all of the universal energies within which you are incarnated as a physical being, and within which you exist consistently and constantly through aeons of time as soul, as different frequencies of light. Where you are at the center of the universe and multiple universes upon which you act and react. So see yourself the physical body and the energetic body of an auric field, flowing outward from the chakra of your choice and connecting fully with every aspect of the universe that you identify as being present, consciousness with which you engage on a daily basis. And even as you do that, let us acknowledge that each of us has a different universe, a different flow, a uniquely established, synchronized existence with all that is. It's not always easy to identify that unique does not mean separate. That your own unique flow exists, is part and parcel of, is completely synchronized with all flow. So while it is distinct, it is not apart, it is not separate from, it is in coherence with all flow. And breath by breath, as you get more relaxed, keep the flow as constant as possible. Just gently breathing, become aware of your contribution to that flow, of what is channeled through you and from you into your context of the universe, into your flow with the universe. And feel the universe responding, flowing back to you. Allow the feeling or sensation or intention of that to grow stronger and stronger until we do not know where the flow begins or ends, until we do know that it is consistent, constant, eternal. Until you feel that sacred space of your own universal flow. And as you feel it, where you are seated, in your mind's eye, see your physical body beginning to disintegrate, to implode, a lot like a building being demolished. Feel it crumbling in on itself with a skeletal structure, turning back to dust. Recognize that the auric field remains the same even as the physical body structure crumbles. Do not let your brain interrupt. This is not a moment of death. It is merely a moment of rescinding the structure of your physical body as the definition of who you are. So allow that physical structure to collapse in on itself until you are no more than a bag of cells where all of the organs and all of the soft tissue is sitting there in your skin with nothing to hold it up, nothing to make it stand tall, while your egg-shaped auric field remains independent of your physical body, fully present, tall, and active. And take a moment to appreciate the difference, the feeling of being alive, active and present from your auric field instead of your physical doingness. Observe, if you will, the bag of blood and cellular tissue within the auric field, a little like a yellow sac of egg yolk inside a large egg. Awaiting form, shape, definition, while the intangible that has its own form remains intact. And now, in the presence of your guides, and just knowing who you are, I want you to think and to feel very deeply what is it you have brought here that will activate this system. What is it you have brought here that is sitting here within your cellular self, that is sitting in all of your organs, that is everywhere in your skin, that you can breathe out into the world with every breath you take? What is it that you have brought from us that you can present to the world as you present yourself, that can now reform you and give you structure, can give you strength and bring you the standing tall in the world? What is it that you have known for all the aeons of soul that you have carried into this lifetime in order to define your life, to give it not just purpose but service? What is it that is living inside of you unacknowledged? What is it that you are not breathing out and you are hiding from? Don't think too much. We only want to know, there inside of yourself, in the space of no flow, in the space of simply breathing and feeling, what is that one aspect of your being that thrives, that is living fully, unknown to you? What is it that is best about you, that is hidden? For some of you, the answer is easy. You have already found a space of service, no? You have been able to give of yourself in the world and you have been able to receive. But even that is not all that you are. So if you have decided that you have done it already, now step to the next level and challenge yourself to find the rest of the pathway. You are not allowed to rest on your laurels with this, because everywhere there is soul, there is always the next frequency of being. So if you have found an answer and you think you have been living it for a while, then do not rest there. Do not get stuck at this level of complacency. Let us move forward to what else is available. And for those of you who are taking the easy way out and thinking love is the answer, that is true. We have taught you well. But now you do not get to use the answer against us. So now, you reach further into this love that is the answer and you ask yourself, what is about this love that I can be, that I have not utilized yet? What is it about this love that I have not yet demonstrated even to myself? What is the risk of this love that I am feeling unsafe in it? And for those of you who are not searching at all, then you must ask yourself, what is the risk of looking? Why do I not wish to see who I am? What is this light that shines within me that I am hiding even from myself? There is nothing to fear when you are here, no? But your form and your definition are not dependent on your physical body. And this passion and purpose, this love that you are finding inside, that is activating every breath you take and the prana and the life force that flows through your entire being, it is there. And it comes through in a special talent, and it comes through in a special attitude, and it comes through in a special philosophy, all of which becomes you, all of which uplifts you. And if you are hanging on to the old dreams, if you are hanging on to the old structure of thinking, then remember you are sitting in a universal flow between what you think you are and who you truly are. You are sitting in a universal flow of soul self and universal self and source. So now any answer is possible, any possibility is possible, all of your potential is present. Whatever the degree to which you seek, you will be answered. But for now, just for one moment, stretch a little further. Go beyond your imagination. Go beyond all of your thinking. Go beyond the sound of the voice. Go beyond everything you have ever known and everything you don't know. Beyond all of your consciousness being here and present. And slide deeper and deeper into yourself and let it become you. There is no single answer that is going to answer you. There may even be another question. But go deeper. Go deeper and deeper into beyond the thinking and into the feeling. Into the ultimate knowing. Into that very small space within you, that is your divine will and your free will meeting in complete synchronized harmony, where your divine will informs your free will, and your free will informs your divine will. Where your destiny meets your consciousness of choice. Where your sacred contract with yourself becomes your sacred contract with all beings. And when you have found it, when you have a word or a feeling or an image or a knowing, a very quiet, simple, peaceful sense of I can and I am bring it through into your little sac of skin and blood and cellular tissue as a point of light, as a pulse, as a stimulating, activating mantra of the soul. And if you were born to create joy, to bring laughter into the eyes of others, if you were born to heal, to serve, to uplift, if you were born to be, if you were born to die, if you were born to teach, to forgive, if you were born to cook, if you were born to walk or run or stride, there is no small or great purpose or talent or passion in this space. There is only that which you are born to be. And perhaps, just maybe, you were born to be loved. Bring that feeling as a pulse point into your unstructured being. And let it beat its own rhythm within you, a rising and crescendo tattoo of who you are, of your inner unknown intention of being. Of that agreement between your soul self and your incarnated self, between divine will and free will, destiny and choice. And feel it pulsing through you. I can win is okay. There is no judgment of the feeling or the thought or the consciousness of your own pure potential, of your own innate resources, beginning to rebuild and redefine your incarnated form. Let it grow. Let it filter through into every cell. Let it begin to bring structure into all of your organs, into every strand of your hair, into your fingernails, into your toes. Let it rebuild your spine. And breath by breath, remind yourself that you are not just I can laugh, and I am laughter. I can cry, and I am tears. I can love, and be loved, and I am loved. I can cook, and I am nourishment. I can paint, and I am beauty. I can create, and I am God. Remind yourself that you can, and in your canniness, you are the creative being, the creative force, the creative power of your universe, and that it is that power that uplifts you beyond risk. There is rebuilding into your form. There is shifting the frequency of your cellular knowing. This is not just the power that takes you out of bed every morning. It is the power that dreams and envisions. It is the power to resuscitate the old, revitalize, redesign, to upcycle. Beyond the assurance that you can is the knowledge, the intuitive, innate knowing that you are what you can. That you can only because you are already that. I can heal, and I am healing. In the one, I am doing that which the universe channels through me into being. So beyond motivation and beyond willpower and beyond incentive lies the essential being, the essential truth, the essential resource of you. I can and I am. Now just breathing deeply, let all of the images go and focus only on that pulse point as it reverberates through your entire being, as it filters through into every cell. As it rebuilds all of the frequencies of your entire structure, the energetic spine, the 12 bodies revolving around it, and the physical incarnated being within it. See your physical form like an inflatable doll, pulse by pulse, beginning to stand tall, feet firmly on the ground, legs astride, head up, shoulders back, assuming a posture of not just pride in self, but acceptance, loving, understanding of this one sense of yourself, this feeling of self, this glorying and celebrating of self. This respect of self. Feel it flowing into every part of your being. Reconnecting all of your cells with a new frequency, a new vibration that rewires your brain, rewires the consciousness of I can and I am between your left brain and your right brain, between your frontal lobe and your zeal chakra at the back of your head. Flowing inward and outward, upward and downward, exactly like the universal flow between self and all the cosmoses in creation. Exactly like the flow between 0 and 1. Feel this higher frequency settle into your being and become that consistent, constant flow within all of the levels of your consciousness, from unconscious to subconscious to conscious to superconscious of the incarnated being. Feel the new energy being integrated bone deep. All the way through into every muscle. So you may flex the authority of I can, because I am. I am, therefore I can. And just breathing gently. Check if your spine is feeling a little stronger. If your chakras are feeling a little fuller. If your solar plexus is radiating a new feeling of confidence in self. And then very gently bring yourself to the present moment, and before you open your eyes, just focus quietly of imprinting into your short-term and long-term memory, I can, and that special word or keyword that describes your feeling. I can love and be loved. I can cook and be nourishment. I can laugh and create joy. Whatever that was, imprint it, program it, tap it into your consciousness. And then relax. Allow yourself a moment of rest. Get grounded. And bring yourself back to this moment, here and now.